Hey guys, I wanted to talk about roofing today. This is going to be a more complicated video for you guys. There's just so many different equations that we'll have to go through with a customer who needs a new roof. So number one, you want to really try to avoid new roofs at all, at as much cost as possible. However, because we have so much hail damage up here in this area, and you'll probably in the future will have hail damage on roofs. It's something that you guys want to be aware of because people are going to say, "Oh, I need to get a new roof for them." What basically your response to that is great. Solar is an excellent time to do your roof as well as your solar together, and here's why. When you go solar, okay, you're going to get a 30% tax credit, right, on that solar system, okay? So anything that impedes us from going solar on a person's home, whether it be a tree that needs to be trimmed, or they need a new electrical panel, or they need a new roof, that will go in this example, the roof, they'll also get that 30% tax credit on there too. In addition, for some customers, they'll want to finance the roof along with the solar, so that they're not having to pay anything out of pocket. So the second thing that the big thing is, so we offer financing at right now we're doing 2.99%. Right? So they're going to be able to finance for a monthly payment for the roof plus the solar. So tell them it's an excellent time to go do both. However, for you as a solar consultant, just be forewarned, this is going to be a longer process. We're going to need to get somebody even though we say we're going to have a site survey and have a roof inspection, we're really not doing an intensive roof inspection like a roofer would do. So when they go out for that roof inspection, which we do, they're going to do something called a brittle test, determine whether or not the roof is too old. They take a shingle, they kind of bend it up a little bit, see if it's brittle, if it breaks, all stuff. In the warmer weather. In the colder weather, they actually don't even do that. So that's what our normal process is. When you do a roof and you know that this customer needs a new roof, that's going to be a totally separate process. Okay. So let's say the customer is totally adamant. He knows either his roof is too old, it's 15, 20 years old. He knows for definite that he's going to need a new roof. Or he knows that he's going to get, he has hail damage. He's probably even had somebody come out to take a look at his roof. In these situations, then what you're going to do is you can book them as normal if you want. So book them just with a regular solar, and then they'll come out for the site inspection. Then after the site inspection, you can request what's called a regen, okay? So a regen is this. A regen is the design team will take in and incorporate the cost of the roof on top of the solar, okay? Here, there's also two different, I think, at least two different ways that you can go about that. If he wants us to do his roof plus his solar, great. You can do it this way. You can do the solar and for finance, and you can do the roof as cash. And we'll come up with the total number of that, and he'll get the 30% on that, on both, okay? And the roof cost is not going to be, it's maybe a couple $100 than what his insurance company would give him, but not that much. and we're able to roll that into one. He will need to pay down half of that roof before we can mark it as an FDC for you. Just it's like a cash deal like normal. So with a cash deal, half down is up front, other half is due once he's installed. So he could get the money from the insurance company potentially, and then pay half of it, to that roof up front and half when it's installed. That way, and if it is a roof that is an older roof and insurance isn't covering it all, but he has the cash to be able, him or her has the cash to be able to write out a check for the roof, that I would do this. Okay. The other option is this. Okay, again, we're at the regen. So the design team, you're going to request this from the design team. The other way that you can go about this is this. You can finance both. The solar and the roof is financed. Okay. So this one, just the roof was financed, and that is cash. So both of these are financed. Okay. Still, he'll get the 30% tax credit on both. Nice thing is no money up front, right? He's not going to have to come up with any kind of down payment. If his insurance will actually pay him a check, he could actually keep that money and then just pay the monthly price towards his solar and his roof as normal. And what else with that? Well, those are the benefits, right? Zero money out of pocket. Here's the kicker though, okay? We've been talking a little bit about what's called dealer fees. And should I just erase this all? And because otherwise this can get confusing. You guys got that? So dealer fees, let's talk about these dealer fees. So we get charged from the bank in order to offer this low interest financing, right? And that what we're charged from the bank can be considerable. So it may be, like 25%. So if you have a $10,000 roof, they're going to get charged roughly $2,500 more if they're going to, add the roof into the financing. So if you do financing, be forewarned with this. And you could finance. Be forewarned about this. Because I just had a customer today, and we can actually go through the numbers with you of what this looked like, because I have all the numbers for this customer. He was like, it went from 48,000 with just his solar, and it went up to like almost $70,000 with his finance roof. And he was like, wait a minute, this is like $25,000 for just my roof. What's going on here? So let's go through what that actually looks like. And you can continue on with this video, or you can stop this video right now as I go through the numbers. But I'm going to, basically that's the gist of it, guys, is that they're going to get charged dealer fees on top of that roof. So with his normal, it was a 2.99 loan. It was 48,172. This is just the solar. Okay. And then he got a tax credit of 14,451. So his net cost ended up being $33,720. Okay, that was for solar. It was 21 panels. Okay, so that was at 2.999%. Okay, so that was that. Now, I should have probably did screenshots of this so I didn't have to find, because there's going to be a lot here. If he wanted to finance it, it looked like this. It looked like Gary couldn't find the number. No, it should be in here. I'm going to find the proposal. I don't want to put you guys on pause. Let's see. Here we go. Utility bill, design tools, final design, final design, final design. There's like several final designs, permit packs, proposals. So we have regen. So this is what that was. By the way, that was a Good Leap 25-year BP plus. So he would get money up front. So now I'm waiting for Albatross to download this. Come on, you. It's looking like this screen, guys. You guys know that? Oh, it's coming through. Okay, here we go. Okay. So this, again, this is just the solar. If we wanted to finance everything, here's what it looked like. Ooh, wow. Jeez. I'm like, oh. Same size system, 18 months free. It ended up being $75,546. So quite, $27,000 more to add the roof. However, again, he gets $22,664 back instead of just $14,451 back with that tax credit. So it ended up being, $52,882 is what he actually ended up spending. And this is, sorry about my handwriting, guys. This is what the customer actually booked on. I got him signed up yesterday. He signed all the final papers, and we got him going, or will be on Monday. His monthly price with this is going to be $259 a month. So his roof, it was like $27,000 there, but that's financed. So that means probably he's getting charged, I would say roughly maybe $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 just on financing charges. However, again, this way he can finance that over the course of 25 years, doesn't have to come up with any money out of pocket for that roof, and he gets a tax credit on there as well. Now, these next numbers are going to be kind of skewed because this is when we did the 20-year 1.99%. So that was in the midst of that. So I'm going to think I have one without any financing on the roof. So I have 48,172. That's correct. This one, 48,172. I've got a lot of regens in here, so I'm trying to find another one. 721. I think this is the one that he signed. We'll see. $48,672. Not finding it right now. But the other option would have been that our team actually, again, you could request the design to do financing as normal with the solar, and then with the roof, you could just do cash on there. Note that he is going to have to pay half money down on that in order to go cash on there. And when you get in these situations, so we really want to try to avoid the conversation about dealer fees as much as possible. Just because, when you're sitting with somebody trying to book somebody, a lot of customers are going to start to ask lots of questions about dealer fees and all that. And like, why is it cheaper to go cash, and all that. And we've talked about that in the past. In this situation, once you get to the design, like I told him, he was asking, well, why is this so expensive? And I basically, at that point, that's when I'm like, well, here's the thing is we get charged dealer fees from the bank in order to offer these low interest loans for 25 years. It's still a great deal because it's zero money out of pocket. Your interest rate's 2.99%. Plus you get that more of a tax credit back, which that's going to be a huge deal for this family. This family, just a little bit about them. Good family. The mom had a stroke a couple years ago. And so having extra money and having zero money out front is going to be huge for this family, and having a bigger tax credit. They're going to keep that. It's going to be really probably a godsend for them. Whether or not they know it or not, I know it right now. So that's all I have for you. I wish I could have showed you the numbers for the finance on the solar and cash, but it would take me a little bit while for that. I wasn't prepared for that one. So hope this was helpful. We'll talk to you later.